All right, through the magic of technology, we have got people all over Orlando on this show. I'm calling it an Ask the Expert All-Star Show put together by Andrey Bustamante, and he has called out everybody. This is kind of like calling out the troops. Thank you, Andrey, for doing that. He is set up at the home show, and he's got a great group of people down there with him that kind of reflect the Andrey Bustamante Power Network, I call it. You're not just getting a realtor, you're getting somebody that can plug you into inspectors, lawyers, home decorators, stagers, you name it. That's where Andrey brings to the table. And right now he is sitting with a whole bunch of people, including Wade Boyette. So, welcome to the Andrey Bustamante Show. And it is powered by GuaranteedSale.com. Free home evaluations in under 30 seconds. Let's see, Best Orlando, MLSsearch.com. And, of course, our very good friends at Fidelity Title. Don't forget Andrey. 888-785-0440, AndreyBustamante.com. That's with a Y, 888-785-0440. Co-starring on the show today is going to be our very close friend, Wade Boyette. So we're doing 2 hours back-to-back. Wade Boyette is from the BCN law firm, Boyette, Cummins, and Nalos, and he brings an awful lot to the table, and his company is so community-connected. You can always get a hold of the BCN law firm at Law 2020, 855-LAW-2020. And I understand that Andrey has also surrounded himself with a lot of other people. Now, if you're at the home show, go up. We've got a microphone for you. They'll hand you the microphone. You can ask them any question about real estate or the law or mortgages. It is everything goes these 2 hours. It's going to be a lot of fun because if you're going to buy a home, you probably need to make sure that you've got an attorney on your side. Wade and I talked about that last week on the BCN law firm. So, guys, how we doing this morning?
We're doing fantastic, Rob. Pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for joining us. And definitely talk about technology. It definitely helps to be able to have you in two places at the same time. So we appreciate you being live with us here today. And Wade, thank you so much for joining us on such short notice. It's a pleasure having an attorney, obviously, of your caliber. And we'll be with everybody here live for the next 2 hours.
This is wonderful. I appreciate you having me here. It's a great way to spend a Sunday.
Absolutely. So we've actually been out here for the past 2 days, and folks, we invite everyone to come out. We still have, I believe, some free tickets. So if anybody wants those, feel free to call. We'll give out a phone number here in a few minutes where you can get some free tickets. If not, it's only $10 here at the Orange County Convention Center. Feel free to join us. We'll be live here for the next 2 hours. And we'll try to twist 96.5 WDBO's arm, see if they can stay here for a couple more hours. But we will be here all day until 5 p.m. to answer any of your real estate questions, title questions, homeowners insurance questions, lending questions, real estate law questions. I mean, we're privileged to be here with all of our partners. So I'm going to run down and just give thanks to all of our partners that made this possible. We have Leslie Zimmerly with Oliver and Quinones. So for all your real estate closing solutions, they're the company that's actually sponsoring this event here at the Home and Garden Show. So we want to do say thanks to Lou Oliver and Leslie. Leslie is here to answer any of your title questions. Obviously, Wade Boyette. I mean, what an awesome resource. I've heard your shows dozens of times. Once I leave my show, I leave the station on, and any real estate law question, you name it, Wade is a great resource for that. We want to thank our partners with RP Funding, Robert Palmer. He's actually co-sponsoring the booth with us. Our friends at PJM. We have Mike here with us today, so we'll actually bring him on the show here shortly. John Tankersley with FIS for all your home and automobile insurance needs. And we also have some of our buyer and listing agents here with us today from my team, the Andrey Bustamante team. So,
wow,
Wade, Rob, let me know if we have questions there. Let's open up the phone lines for anybody. And we have such a dynamic panel today that we'll take anybody's question right now.
It's like at the home show, folks, you hear that all these people are there from all these networks. Well, we got the biggest network of them all right down there today, and it's free for the asking at 855-297-9696, 855-297-9696. You could text 21232, 21232. I did get a text on my my line and not the Mogreet, and they want to know, Andre and Wade, what is the difference between a title and a deed? They don't seem to understand the difference between the two.
Wait, do you want to knock that out, or do you want to bring Leslie up here to handle that?
We can handle that. A deed is the instrument that's going to be used to transfer title. A title is actually the ownership. The deed is the instrument that's going to convey ownership. So usually when you're talking deed, there's various forms of deeds, from warranty deeds, quitclaim deeds, general warranty deeds. Title is just how you're going to own the property.
Okay, and when you said quitclaim deeds, that often comes up in divorce situations, does it not, Wade, where somebody says, okay, you're going to get the house, all we need to do is sign a quitclaim deed, and what's entitled in that? What do you do to get that legal?
Well, a quitclaim deed is just one way of transferring ownership, and what that means is you're only transferring the ownership that you have, the title that you have. You're not warranting title. So a quitclaim deed, you're just telling the person that you're transferring title to that you're just transferring them the ownership that you have in the property.
And would you suggest that at any time that they come to an attorney to go through all that, and maybe a couple of other people chiming in to make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed?
Whether it's a buyer or seller, I recommend that they come in and talk to someone who understands real estate, an attorney, a licensed real estate agent. They can go in to understand the types of ownership. A lot of times, someone will think that if they're a buyer that a quitclaim deed's okay, and they don't understand that this person who's transferring title to them is not warranting title. If I'm representing a buyer, I would prefer to see a warranty deed over a quitclaim deed.
Okay, and one of the questions, too, that led into this was they want to know, okay, let's say husband is John, and the wife's going to keep the house. So he comes down, does a quitclaim deed maybe without benefit of an attorney, and all of a sudden, when she can't make the payments, the bank comes after him.
Yeah, and that wouldn't affect, again, a quitclaim deed is only ownership, how ownership is transferred,
yeah,
and what you're warranting regarding the title.
Mm-hmm.
So that would not affect it in that situation.
Okay.
Rob, really quick, I
Yes,
want to
sir.
make sure everyone knows we're actually going to be giving away, we're doing a drawing here during the show for a free iPad. It's like at least a $500 iPad. That was actually donated to us by Robert Palmer at RP Funding. So we encourage everybody to come out to the Home and Garden Show. We will also be drawing for a TV. So it's a beautiful 40-inch plus TV. So we encourage people to come out. We also have a raffle wheel out here. You can win some cool prizes, gift cards, and all sorts of cool things that we're offering through our real estate company. Free home inspection, free appraisal, all sorts of things. So we encourage people to come out. We will be doing the actual drawing in about 20 or 30 minutes here towards the later part of the show. Let's give out the numbers so if people have questions, they can call into the show.
And we do have one right now, but I also want to ask you, while we're lining up Jim here, he's got a great question, but here's the deal. Tell us where you are at the home show so people can come by and meet you and Wade and the entire team you put together down there. You got everybody down there. You got half the experts in the station down there. So where are you exactly located?
So we're at booth 165 and 167 towards the concession stands. So if folks look up, you'll see section 100. We're towards the front of the convention on the north concourse.
And what's the coolest thing you've seen at the home show besides the experts around you?
There's a cool little machine that shakes the hell out of your body.
What?
It's supposed to be a workout machine. I don't know about that.
You're in fine shape, Andre. You're in great shape. You don't need to worry about that.
That's
Nor
what
does
I try
Wade.
to tell my wife. I'm not 50 pounds overweight since I got married.
Well, that's her good cooking. That's what I hear. Hey, Jim, you're on the line with Andrey Bustamante, Wade Boyette, and a team of folks from a lot of great companies, including RP Funding. That's right, the Saving Thousands Network. And go ahead, Jim, with your question.
Okay, I got a house that my ex-wife has when we were in Texas, and I did a quitclaim deed where she owns the house, but the house payments are still in our name. If she moves or defaults on the loan, what happens to me?
Okay, and that has nothing to do with the fact that you have a quitclaim deed. Did you sign the mortgage?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and that's why you're obligated to pay, is whenever you and your wife sign the mortgage. Now, y'all are divorced, is that correct?
Say again?
Are you divorced?
Yes, we are.
Okay, and you're still, during your divorce settlement agreement, did she agree to take the house?
She agreed to take the house and then I signed it. I think it was a general deed. I think it was.
Correct.
I don't have
What
the
happens
paperwork in
is
front of me.
you transferred ownership to her.
Right.
Unless you get the bank to release you from the mortgage, you're still obligated on the mortgage. You know, in a lot of divorce settlement agreements, the spouse usually agrees to refinance the house so that you get relieved of that obligation. Unfortunately, with the real estate market the way it was a couple of years ago, it was really hard to get refinanced. So you may still be on the underlying debt. You may still be on the mortgage. I would encourage her to refinance it so that you are relieved from that liability.
We appreciate your question, Jim. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
and
Jim.
don't forget, folks, we're actually here live at the Home and Garden Show at the Orange County Convention Center. We'll be here live on the air for the next 2 hours, or hour and 45 minutes or so. But we invite everybody to come out. We'll be here until 5 p.m. today. There are tickets are $10 at the door. We still have some tickets available. We'll try and get a phone number here that you can call in, and I'll actually have some of my team members at the door and get you guys in for free. Not sure how many we can get in, but we'll get some. My website, AndreyBustamante.com. If anybody's in the market to buy or sell a property, we'd love to help you and your family. It's been great here, Rob and Wade, because a lot of our audience is here. So it's been fantastic, getting comments like, hey, listen, I hear your show every day, or every Sunday, actually. And it makes you feel nice knowing that it's for a good cause.
Well, I love you guys. There's no doubt about that. It's so great. And Wade's email is bcnlawfirm.com, bcnlawfirm.com. You can always reach them at 855-LAW-2020, 855-LAW-2020. And Andre, 888-785-0440. We'll chime in with some of our guests that you've got down there in the booth. And don't forget, if you're heading to the home show, go down that 100 aisle and grab the microphone and ask them a question in purpose. You can also call here, 855-297-9696. Here's 3 big things you need to know. It's an all-star Sunday. You think the NFL's got it going big, that big game tonight with all those pros in that thing they call the Pro Bowl. I think I can say that. We just can't say the other word. Anyway, by golly, we've got our all-stars, everybody, I think, down at the Home and Garden Show at the beautiful Orange County Convention Center. It takes up a great deal of space. And in the 100 aisle, there you got your Andrey Bustamante, and he has put together an army of people, including one of our great friends, and that is Wade Boyette. So it's a combo 2-hour show with the Andrey Bustamante Show and the BCN Law Firm Show, and they've got a lot of very, very, very learned people down there to answer your questions in person, or you could give us a call at 855-297-9696. That's toll-free, 855-297-9696. You could text us at 21232, 21232, and, of course, you can use that open mic feature on your News 96.5 app. You use it all week, don't you? You can use it on the weekends to ask a question of our panel. And I know Andre's got a lot of people down there that he wants to talk to. We're back here in the studio. I miss you guys. But go ahead, and Andre, what do you want to cover in this 5 minutes we've got remaining in this half hour?
Well, in this segment, again, I just want to thank all of our sponsors. We're getting ready to introduce Mike from PJM Home Inspections. But, obviously we also want to thank the rest of them. It's a shame that Robert Palmer is actually in New York and he couldn't be here with us today. But we have Shannon, one of his top loan officers here. So if anybody's looking to buy, sell, refinance, do a quick claim deed, add anybody to title, if they have real estate questions, wills, you name it, home inspections, appraisals. We also want to thank AccuSure Appraisal Management, before I forget. He's also helping us here. So anybody that's interested in knowing the true value of their home and is willing to spend $300 or $400 to get an appraisal, at the end of the day, folks, your home is worth what a buyer is willing to pay, and they're only going to pay what the home appraises, so why not start there? So we do want to thank AccuSure Appraisal Management Services, Brian Watkins. Check them out at AccuSure.com. But the rest of the team is here, folks, so we encourage everybody to come out. But let's get Mike on the lines. Mike, thank you so much for joining us, and he's with PJM Home Inspections. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. It's nice to be here at the Convention Center.
It's fun, right?
It's a happening place. I'm surprised this place is not closed by the fire department with thousands and thousands of people here yet.
No, wait till about noon or 1 o'clock,
God, yes.
and it'll be there. It'll be insane. So again, let's give out PJM Home Inspections contact information real quick. If anybody's in the market, we find a lot of our sellers actually go to PJM and get their home inspections done before they ever call us. So that's always nice, and they do the same thing nowadays with their appraisals. It just makes our job that much easier. So what's the best contact information for you guys?
You can reach Paul directly on 321-228-3848. We answer the phone 7 days a week.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Now, what's going on in you guys' world right now? Are you guys staying busy?
We are incredibly busy. As a company, we do over 1,000 home inspections, 1,200 home inspections a year. We have a large team under the PJM banner. We specialize in infrared. We specialize in 203K. We do wind mits. We're a full-service home inspection company.
Fantastic, and we use you guys exclusively for the most part on our home inspections. Honestly, I've been in the business for 10 years, and it's hard to find such a knowledgeable, transparent, and just overall great company like yourself. So thank you so much for everything that you guys do. I got a chance to see Paul in the office earlier in the week, and he told me, he's like, you guys are working around the clock. Market-wise, we've seen it. I mean, December was somewhat slow, market-wise, but then things, picked up the first, second week here in January. It's been awesome.
December was slow for us. We actually got 1 day off a week.
Oh, wow.
So we're very pleased about that. We're hoping.
And that was slow.
That's slow. 1 day off a week, and that was Sunday.
I know you guys are working like 7 days, so you probably cloned yourself by now. So let me know the recipe for that. I can clone myself, leave one at home to spend time with my wife, and then I could have one that works around the clock.
I thought I saw you once in 2 separate sides of the room at the exact same moment.
No, that's Rob. That's Rob. So we have a lot of folks actually standing here. Folks, feel free to spin the wheel. We got iPads, TVs, all sorts of gift cards. For those of you that are at home or in the car heading down here, get here soon. We'd love to give away all these prizes today, and we are going to be doing the iPad here in about 15 or 20 minutes. We're going to be doing that drawing. And if anybody out here has a real estate question, there's a mic right here. Get with some of our team members, and you can ask the question live on the air. Now, Wade, coming back to you, you guys, you're one of the top law firms in Central Florida, and you guys also deal and get asked a lot of real estate questions all the time. And you were mentioning in the break, one of the main ones you get asked all the time is, how can I save money on my realtor costs, or what do I do to sell my house?
Yeah, I was sharing, we do a lot of advertising, and we have clients on the weekends who send us what we call chat leads, asking us legal questions. And I got a chat lead this morning on the way to the show, and it was an older couple in Lake County wanting to sell their house. And the first thing they said is, we want to save money. So could we come in and talk to you as the attorney to draft the documents? And, the first thing I thought of is, you're not really going to save money. We as the attorney can help you draft your legal documents, but I can guarantee you, if you use a licensed real estate agent, they're going to help you get the highest and best price for the house.
And it's funny you shared that with me, because yesterday I was talking to so many people. It was incredible. And one of the questions, the lady said, well, her husband said, we're going to try it on our own first, and then depending on how that goes, we'll decide if we're going to hire an agent or not. And I said, listen, you want to be careful with that, because it's like a car. And I asked the lady, how much is a car that you own? She said $30,000. I said, how much is your home worth? About $280 or $240, somewhere in that range. So your house is worth 8 times as much as your car. But yet most people, when they go to sell a car, they clean it, they get it appraised, through Kelley Blue Book. They set it up, they detail it, they put it on Auto Trader, Cars.com, Craigslist, you name it. But when it comes to selling their single most important asset, they just kind of put a sign on the front yard and hope for the best.
And I see this. I asked them, what helped you determine the price you want to sell your house for? Well, my neighbor's house. And that's all they go by.
Or I need to get this in order to move here.
Right. And you could be leaving a lot on the table. So I definitely recommend, please come in. We'll be glad to help with any contract needs. But the first thing I'm going to encourage you to do is get with someone, get with Andre. Let them list your house. Let them get the highest and best price for the house.
That's right. Andre is the head coach, and he's got everybody together right now. Hey, Andre and Wade, we're going to be back in a few minutes. Let's catch up with news, traffic, and weather right here on News 96.5. All right, the hardest working guy in real estate is Andrey Bustamante. You can ask Kennedy that, I'm telling you right now, but he has been busy all week lining up people like the BCN Law Firm, all of his inspectors, RP Funding, who I'm doing a lot of work for. It's just amazing, the group that he put together for your benefit. When you go to the home show today, you're going to see every kind of home thing that you can make your home and life better, but this helps you get into the home, and that's where it all starts, because this is a combo show. I'm calling it the Expert All-Star Lineup, Andrey Bustamante, and he can be reached at 888-785-0440, Andre with a Y, Bustamante.com. Also, co-anchoring from the home show today is our very good friend Wade Boyette, who's been a great friend of this community for a long, long time. Boyette, Cummins, and Nalos. Law 2020 is the name of his show, and 855-LAW-2020. 855-LAW-2020. Go down to the home show. It's a very cool deal. You're going to meet a lot of people, see a lot of cool contractors, and you're going to win maybe a TV, maybe an iPad by visiting the booth on the 100 aisle. That's where you're going to see the Andrey Bustamante and Friends radio show happening right now. Andre, you got them all lined up, buddy.
Absolutely, man. We're having a blast out here, saying hello to everyone. Definitely lots of News 96.5 WDBO fans out here. So we're having a blast, and they do say that you're the average of the 5 people you hang around with. So I think with the all-star panel that we've assembled here, I think we're in good shape. So again, if anybody has a real estate question, law question, if you're looking to buy, sell, refinance, anything, if we could help you save money on your home or auto insurance, that's really been huge out here, because that's the one thing that most people don't really, in my opinion, they don't really shop around for enough. And we've actually been able to help a lot of people out here this weekend, get them reintroduced to Florida insurance specialist, challenge my rate. If anybody's interested in saving money on their home or auto insurance, I encourage them right now, do it. Go to challengemyrate.com. You'll definitely thank me later for that. I know we've had a lot of friends and family that have done it and made me look good. So we have on the panel right now, Wade stepped out for just a second. We're getting some of his guests to come on the show here in a few minutes. But we have Christina Manning, my lead buyer's agent, and then we still have Mike from PJM Home Inspections. So, Christina, thanks for joining us. I know you guys have been working hard this weekend, so I appreciate everything you do.
Good morning, Andre, and good morning to all the listeners out there. This has been a fabulous time. It's been so exciting just to meet some of our clients and the listeners that are so loyal, that tune into the show every Sunday.
Now, what's you work primarily with buyers in the office. Tell us about the buying climate right now, if you will. What are some of the questions that you're having? How is the buying market? Are prices going up? Are they stabilizing? How are rates? Tell me about the buying environment right now.
Well, the buying market right now it's definitely picked up this first part of 2015. We've seen a huge influx of buyers that have really come into the market. And I guess the main question is rates. We closed out 2014, our last show there, talking about interest rates and how they're expected to rise coming, in the middle towards the end of the year. And that's been one of the main questions. And I guess rates are still low. It's
just
a good time
today,
to buy.
I actually saw that last week's 30-year average on Freddie Mac rates went down 3.66, and I know our friends over here at RP Funding, I mean, talk about saving you money and saving you thousands, the name of his show.
Yeah.
If anybody's in the market to buy, these guys could save you a ton of money when it comes to a low rate. So rates are low. What else are you seeing out there?
Great inventory. There's a lot of selections to choose from. We are not the market. I know that you hear people talk about a buyer's market versus a seller's market, and what does that mean? And as I think you would agree with me that we're pretty much stable in the market. Buyers have a huge selection to choose from when it comes to finding their new home. So that's a really good thing.
I think more people have actually put their home on the market in the past couple of weeks, as we expected. So from a buyer's perspective, there's more inventory. Which is nice.
Yes.
Because especially, I'm always in the market to buy. I work with a few referrals, personal, family, and friends, and trying to find them houses, it's tough, especially towards the end of the year. Not too many people put their houses on the market. But from a seller's perspective, and we'll talk to Will, our lead listing agent here in a few minutes, but I've seen a shift there. With more homes on the market, there's more competition.
Right. There is more competition. Florida still leads the state as far as the nation as far as cash sales. So there's some competition there. So that's why it's really important to, if you're looking to purchase a home, find a good realtor, find someone like myself. I'm a buyer's agent. I represent buyers only, and that's going to be really, really crucial whenever it comes to preparing your contract and moving forward with your home purchase.
Now, I always get this question: if a buyer's driving by, should they call and speak to the listing agent, or should they first sit down and speak to a buyer's agent and kind of go about it that way?
Well, I always warn my buyers, particularly first-time home buyers, I don't want you to get into a relationship with your agent by default, and what that means is you've called the agent on the sign, you've asked them to show you the property, and now all of a sudden they've somehow become your agent without you even choosing one. What we do is with my buyers particularly, I have them come into the office first. We sit down, we go over all the bumps that may occur during the transaction so that they're prepared. They can move forward in the sale with the confidence and knowledge they need to purchase their new home. So I recommend interviewing your agent just like you would if you were to sell your home.
Good. And it's just like hiring an attorney, folks, or a CPA or a doctor. You want to make sure this person has experience, that they're full-time, that they've taken time out of their career to better themselves. So you want to see some business and personal development. You don't want necessarily someone that's green coming out. And, of course, everybody's got to start somewhere. I mean, we all started somewhere. But you got to be careful who you put your trust in, and especially when it comes to buying or selling real estate.
Hey, Andre?
Yes, sir.
You taught me early on why a buyer's agent is so important when you first introduced our audience to your staff, and one of them was the guy who's got his name in the sign on the front yard is representing the seller, trying to get as much money as he possibly can, and then you as a buyer's agent can come in and try to lower that price. Am I right?
Absolutely. You want to make sure that the agent that you're working with is actually working for you, not necessarily for two people at the same time and trying to be the middleman, a transaction broker. Now, Florida, everyone is labeled as a transaction broker, but ideally you want an agent that's working exclusively for you, that's trying to help you save as much money as possible, and that's the way we split up our team. We have listing agents and we have buyer agents. Nobody here works with one client on both ends of the deal, especially on the same transaction.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Hey, we're coming up on break time. I'm sorry, Andre. We're coming up on a break, and we're going to be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Andre's going to take us to the top of the hour. He's got so many guests yet, but hey, we're not going anywhere. The home show goes all day today, and we are there with Andrey Bustamante, Wade Boyette, and a host of others. So go down there, meet the experts, ask questions online. We want to thank our technical crew down there. They're doing a heck of a great job, and our utmost thanks to one and only guy that could put something like this together, and that is the hardworking Andrey Bustamante. We will be back. And welcome back, the Andrey Bustamante Show, and of course the Law 2020 Show, mixing it up, putting the best attorneys and putting the best loan people, the best mortgage people in RP funding, the best inspection people, and of course we've got Andrey Bustamante. 888-785-0440, Andre with a Y, Bustamante.com. Wade Boyette of the BCN Law Firm with offices Winter Park, Claremont, Lakeland, and the Villages, BCNLawFirm.com. You can reach them at 855-LAW-2020, 855-LAW, that's 529 2020. Get on down to that home show and visit the booth in the 100 aisle. Win yourself an iPad. Win yourself like a 40-some-inch TV. Get with it. It will be there. You can watch the big game next week, huh? And here he is, Andrey Bustamante.
We're actually doing the drawing here in about 2 or 3 minutes for the iPad. So my team is actually getting that ready right now. See if you guys can line up the names as well, because I'd love to announce the name. We may have to announce the number, the ticket number first, and then we'll look for the actual entry slip. I'll do that in 2 minutes. And Wade, you have a guest that's coming on your show here for the next hour. Let's talk about him.
I do. Jim Costello, a wonderful home builder. They're out in several communities in Central Florida, Oak Park, Blue Spring Reserve. I cannot wait till he gets to share some of his communities with you and some of his experience as a builder in Central Florida.
I'm excited to hear all about that. Mike, really quick, any last-minute things you want to tell our audience here when it comes to home inspection needs, any tips that you want to offer there?
One of the things we come across all the time in the home inspection business is buyers are shopping around for the right home inspection company. Many times they make a mistake. They think cheap is good. If you want quality, if you want experience, if you want 2 full-time master home inspectors, you need to contact PJM. And when you're ready, I have that phone number for you.
Good. Let's give out the phone number. Absolutely.
And the phone number to reach us, you could reach Paul. He's standing by. It's 321-228-3848. Or if you're into email, you could reach us directly at paul@pjm-inc.com.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
Andrey, before I start checking out the rest of these incredible vendors over here, if I can get through these huge crowds, I think you just picked up 2 new listings a moment ago with Will. A gentleman came over and says, I'm selling 2 homes. And now Will's over there speaking with him right now.
Yeah, there are actually lots of people out here looking to do business, buying, selling, refinancing, saving money, on their home and auto insurance, and lots of people that are looking to buy. Obviously, need to get a home inspection. Please, folks, I realize some of you may be buying cash. You still need a home inspection. I mean, that part is critical, as well as the appraisal, because those are 2 areas where you can save a ton of money. There's no reason to pay more for something when you don't have to. So, Mike, thank you so much for joining us. In a minute here, we're actually going to do the drawing. So back to you, Wade. Any other real estate related things that happen in your office? Let's talk about all the different specialties in law that you guys practice. That I am curious about.
Our firm is a full-service law firm, so we handle anything from real estate needs, family law needs, divorce, estate planning, personal injury. The gambit of legal needs we cover. The only areas we do not cover is intellectual property and immigration, but we work closely with firms who do provide those services. My background, I was a CPA, tax attorney, and real estate lawyer for 20-something years now. So I love the real estate area. I think it's amazing. It's wonderful to be able to sit down next to someone that has your experience and talk to you and do the show with you.
No, well, I appreciate you coming out and joining us here. When people ask me what I do, I'm a marketing expert, a business person second, and I happen to be in the real estate business. But when it comes to law and title and all that, that's not my specialty. But that's definitely why I look to align myself with people like yourself.
And I do appreciate it.
Now, you guys have multiple offices, as Rob mentioned, in different places. Let's talk about your offices and where they're located. And let's give out some websites and phone numbers for our audience listening back at home.
Absolutely. Our phone number real quick is 855-LAW-2020. Our website is bcnlawfirm.com. Our main office is in Clermont, Florida. I have 11 attorneys there, a large staff of about 30 paralegals and secretaries. We do have an office in the Villages up and running that's growing rapidly. We have a satellite office in Lakeland and a satellite office in Winter Park. We love Central Florida, so we're trying to cover the entire Central Florida community.
Absolutely, especially with the reach that you have with the station. I mean, people are listening to us all the way in Ocala, out by the beaches, so it helps having locations all over Central Florida.
It's amazing. I'm traveling now to Tampa, to Daytona, helping clients out that call in from the radio show.
Fantastic. What's the best number they can reach you guys?
855-LAW-2020 is the best number to reach us at.
Fantastic. And folks, with my team, we can help you buy or sell real estate all over the state. We're licensed, and we've been in business for more than 10 years. We can help you buy or sell real estate guaranteed. We have one main office in Central Florida. Our phone, but we can cover, like as I mentioned, all of Central Florida. We have different satellite offices that we can meet you at. 888-785-0440, or visit us online at AndreyBustamante.com. We're doing the drawing live right now. Can we get a drum roll? Is that possible?
Oh, I can do this. That's about it.
All right, good. All right, so I'm gonna pick one of these. All right, so this is ticket number, and this is for the free Apple iPad. It's beautiful. It's like 64 gig, I think it is. 3902339. So if your ticket number 3902339, you are the winner of the Apple iPad, brought to you by Andrey Bustamante, RP Funding, Wade Boyette, and the rest of our sponsors here. So we're gonna try to get the name of this person. We have it written down in our entry forms. So if we don't have time right now, we're gonna announce it during the next hour, folks. We are live here at the Home and Garden Show. The show runs through 5 o'clock today. There's a lot of great booths, a lot of people. We got the winner. All right. So name Mary Rahuba, Rahuba, and she's from Palm Bay. So, Mary, congratulations. You're the winner of the iPad. Congratulations. So we're going to post this on our Facebook as well as our website, and let's call her, and it'd be nice if we can page her in for the show. Let her know she won the iPad. So really quick, 888-785-0440. We're here live at the Home and Garden Show. Wade Boyette, Mike, all of our sponsors, RP Funding, all you guys, thank you so much for participating, but don't go anywhere because we're coming right back with Law 2020.
All right, we will be back. We're coming up on news, traffic, and weather. We're coming back to the Home Show with our buddy Wade Boyette of the BCN Law Firm. And, of course, Andre will be chiming in, too. It's an all-star expert show at the Home Show. We'll be back.